Hello, sweet friends and crafters. Welcome to Carol's Craft Cottage. Today, I want to share with you the Scrapdiva Designs Rocking Horse die set and the Christmas tag and stamp set. So here is the rocking horse. You get 3 pieces in that, and we're going to go over that because I'm going to have a tutorial on how to put these together. And this is the Christmas stamp and die set, and I use the to from on here for the back of my tags. Now these can be tags or ornaments for your tree. So please go to Scrapdiva Designs. This is the website right here, www.scrapdivadesigns.com. Check out all the fabulous Christmas dies that Erica has for your Christmas crafting needs. And please use Carol 10 at checkout for 10% off your order. So I hope you're enjoying the holiday season and all its festivities. And I hope you're doing a lot of Christmas crafting as well. So let me share some examples of what I've made with this die set. These are super cute. They can not only be tags, but they can also be Christmas ornaments. So if you use them for tags this year, they could be Christmas ornaments for your tree next year. And here is more blue. I did blue, pink, and traditional red and green. And this is where I stamped the to and from on the back. And I'm going to have a tutorial and teach you how to make these. So I'm going to teach you how to make 2 because this is the sister to this one here. And I don't like any waste when I'm using glitter cardstock. So this is the piece that fell out from this shaker. So this is the lining for the shaker, the edging. And so when the horse came out, I used it for this one here. This is not a shaker, but it's using the glitter cardstock up. So let's go to the next traditional color. We have this one right here, and I used green glitter cardstock, as you can see. And when that horse popped out, I used it on this one, this particular tag. And I'm going to show you, like I said, how to make these. Here's a pink and silver one. They're really adorable, aren't they? And here is the shaker sister to that tag and ornament. And then I was just playing around and I made this one. She doesn't have a sister. So let's go ahead and get started on making these. So the first one we're going to make is the shaker, and I'm going to put this down closer so you can see what I'm doing. I know I had a poll on my channel to see about shakers, so this is a good time for me to show you how to make a shaker. So I do have a plain white, this is regular cardstock Georgia Pacific from Walmart that I did stamp the to and from on. So that was cut. Then you're going to cut one, and you can't see this, this is acetate. And you're going to cut it from this die right here, which is the full rocking horse, because that needs to cover the full ornament or tag. All right, so you've got a full one on this and a full one on this. And when you cut this one, this is the next one, this is to make your shaker. You're going to use 3mm foam, which is what this is. And I'm going to take that little circle out. And you're going to need these 2 pieces that will come out of here. But save your horse, the foam horse. We're not going to have any waste. We're going to use that for the second tag that I'm going to show you how to make. And then you're going to use this die again to cut out the trim on your rocking horse, and you'll need this piece and this piece to make the shaker, and the horse that's in there, you're going to keep it for your second ornament. Okay, and then you're going to cut one of these on regular cardstock for whatever you want your center of your shaker to be. And that is cut with this one. So you'll cut one on white if you want to back it with to and from, or you could use the back of this, but I cut an extra one. So one on white, one on regular cardstock, one on the acetate. And then you'll do one of these for the trim on your shaker and one with foam. Then the last piece that you have for decorating is this piece right here, which is an embellishment piece, and I cut one on green glitter cardstock. Okay, so let's begin to put this together. So I'm going to put the to from on last. So we're going to take our foam piece, and this is what's going to go on top of the cardstock. And we're going to go on the back of the foam, and we're going to go all the way around. This is such a cute die, and they do make up fast. It took me no time to put these examples that I showed you together. I guess it felt like it was in a flash after the big project I did with the oven recipe boxes and all those recipe cards. I did a lot of cutting on that. So this felt like a super easy project. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to put it right on top of the rocking horse. And make sure that the foam goes to the edge and fits on it nicely. I do have a tip for you when cutting foam, is just let it pass through your die cutting machine only one time. Don't let it go twice, because it stretches the foam out and sometimes it makes it bigger than the die that it needs to go on top. So flip it over, and you can tell anything that's hanging over, you just push it in to be even with the die. All right, mine looks pretty good right there. Make sure the holes are all open. All right. Now you got the little foam piece that's going to go right there. So we're going to do that next. All right. I'm going to pick it up so I can see it. And just line it up. So it looks like I am ready to go ahead and put my shaker material in there. And I make up my shaker material ahead of time, and this is ready to go inside. So you just shake, whoops, wow, that's pretty good. I'm going to spread it out. Make sure that if you use little diamonds and beads and stuff, that they're not bigger than the foam, because then your acetate will not stick on there very well. So I'm going to put a little bit of shaker down here. That's too much. I'm going to just take some of it out. So this is what I'm talking about. That big diamond right there, I do not want in here, even though I have it in some of this shaker material. Let me go ahead and put this aside. Now, before I do any gluing, I want to make sure that when I lie the acetate on top of here, it's nice and flat. Like I said, you don't want that diamond. So here's my acetate, And here's a trick to take the electricity off of your acetate so that your sequins do not stick on it, is to rub a dryer sheet over it. So I'm going to lay this on top and just do this before you glue. And I feel that I don't have anything that's popping up that's going to prevent this from getting a good stick. So I only had that one diamond in there. So you see how I have the shaker material is sticking to this acetate. I'm just going to take it off. All right, and I'm going to make sure that there's no little pieces around the edge, because I want to get a good stick with that glue again. I'm going to take some of this that fell out and put it back in. And then we'll just clean up that later. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and go with the glue around the edge of this shaker. I try to put little dots because once you squish that acetate piece on the top here, the glue spreads. So I don't want a big gluey mess. Is gluey a word? I can make up words as I go along, I guess. All right, so I have glue all around the outside in that inside piece, and I'm going to take my acetate and I am going to lay it on top. Just like that. And hold it down for a few seconds. And I'll go around the outside just to make sure. Now this dries clear, so it'll be all right. All right, I'm gonna move some of this out of the way. And we're going to take our next piece, which is the outline, and we are going to put some glue on that. All right, now we're going to put this on top. Like so. I have to hold it a little bit. I have a tape dispenser that's pretty heavy that I usually put on the top of this while it's drying. Okay. Now you're going to take this piece right here because this goes right there. And you need to hold that down for a little bit. Isn't this so pretty? All right, and this is the embellishment piece that is going to go right in here. All right, we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on the back of that. And you're going to put it right in the middle and hold it down for a little bit while that glue dries. All right, we're going to set this aside while that dries. Like I said, I have a tape dispenser I put on the top of that. Did not bring with me. So we're going to let that dry a little bit, and we're going to make this one. So for this one, this is the piece that dropped out of there. See that? That is the piece we're going to use. We don't want any waste whatsoever. We want to use this. We would be ashamed to put that in the trash bin. And this was the piece that dropped out of the foam. So we're going to use this as well. So we're going to take our glitter rocking horse and put it on top of the foam. So today I show you how to get 2 for 1. And then we're going to take this and put it in the center of that piece. So these 2 pieces were the pieces that were already cut for your shaker, okay? So the only other thing that you need to cut for this ornament is one of the full rocking horse on your designer cardstock. And of course, if you want to put a backing, you'll cut one on just regular white cardstock. And we're going to go ahead and attach this one to the back right now. And if you're making a lot of these, like say you're going to make a dozen of these, cut all these at once and then stamp them and put them aside. That way you'll have them ready. Okay, so you just attach it to the back like that. Okay, so I cut the embellishment piece on the same cardstock as the backing. So this is the embellishment piece. I cut one on regular designer paper or cardstock and one on some heavy 110-pound cardstock. So you'll cut 2 with this. And we're going to attach this on the top of this. And I did that because I liked it having a little dimension. Okay, and you can see it's all lined up because you can see through those holes. And then we're going to attach this to the rocking horse. Like this. Okay, now the next thing I like to do is, I'm a diamond dot girl, so here are my diamond dots. And I'm going to shake a few out, and I'm going to put it over these holes. And I will show you this one here. See how I did that. Put little diamond dots. So what I do is I take the glue and I fill these little holes up. I just like that little extra embellishment. I have a quick stick here that I've had for several years. Whoops. Sorry about that. And I'm going to pick up my little diamonds and put them right on that glue over the hole. And you can pick up these diamond dots at any craft store, like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or Joann's. Or maybe you're a diamond painter like me and you have leftovers. My husband and I like to go cruising on cruise ships, and I always bring a diamond painting project with me because it doesn't take up a lot of room in a suitcase, so I have leftover diamonds. So here we go with that. Okay, and while I've got these out already, I'm going to go ahead and do this one because I have a tendency to knock the diamonds over for some reason when I'm crafting. So we're going to fill these holes up. I have crafted all my life, and I have to tell you that when we were first cruising, we've been cruising now probably about 15 years, more than that, probably 18 years, I'd say. And I used to bring crocheting with me. This one's giving me a tough time. I brought crocheting with me, and you know, it's very boring when you have to go to the muster meetings, and they take about 45 minutes to get everybody into the room and sat down, and then they start with in the old days that was they'd start with a film, and then somebody would come and show you how to put your life jacket on. And after about 8 or 10 cruises, it's really boring. So I would take my crocheting with me, and I got in trouble for that because I was supposed to be paying attention. So I had to find another craft to take with me. Now you just watch a video on your phone, and you show up to your muster station, and they sign you in and show you how to put a life jacket on, and you're done. Not this 45-minute thing. It's giving me trouble. This one here wants to stick to my finger. Yep. Stick to my finger, but not that. Here we go. And one more. Okay, we'll set that one aside, and we're going to keep continuing with this one while this continues to dry. Okay, so now we're going to put our little floral arrangement on here. And I have this is some greenery from my stash. I don't know if you recognize it or not, but it is greenery from Tim Holtz. And I cut it. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on the back of it. And I'm just going to put it this way. So I don't want to cover this hole, so I put it all the way down to the belly of that rocking horse. And then on the other piece that I cut, I put it on this side and kind of try to match up the top so it's even. And then here is my poinsettia, and I do have a tutorial on how to make these, and you will find it in my channel, in my videos. And I'm just going to lay it right on top, just like that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I make up these tags ahead of time. They're tiny. They're perfect for my tags that I usually make. This one says home for the holidays. And I have a bunch of these made up. I take one afternoon and I make up a whole bunch of these. I just type them on the computer and then print them out and then use a die I have in my stash to cut these little tags out. So I just cut the circle off of that because it's going the wrong way. And then I'm going to just put some hot glue and I'm going to put it right behind the flower. And there you have a little tag on there that says home for the holidays. Now the next thing we need to do is to take some ribbon. And I'm going to use the little red ribbon I have here. This is Celebrate ribbon. It's Valentine's Day, but it's something that I got on sale, and it's got white, pink, and red, and it works perfectly for Christmas. So cut off a little bit and give yourself enough to be able to tie on a package, and then again to tie on a Christmas tree. Keep that in mind, so that you get double duty out of your tags, because tags look beautiful on a Christmas tree. All right, and you fold it in half and you put it through the hole, and just put these two just like that. And so you have a long tails to tie it on something. And the next little thing you want to do is to take the ribbon and tie a little bow. Like that. And then we're going to attach this to the top over that circle. So put some hot glue on there and put it right on top of the circle. Just like that. And isn't that cute? This is so pretty. I love it. That is ready to go. And we'll go to her sister, which is this one, and we're going to finish this one up. Remember, this is the shaker one right here. And we are going to take the plain white that's been stamped to and from, and we're going to put it on the back. And when you're using this as a tag, and if it's going to someone that is not in your household, that you think might use it for a Christmas tree ornament, put the year. Or if you have a stamp or date stamp, put 2022 down here. That would be perfect. Write it, or use your dies to put 2022. I think that would be awesome. It's just another idea. So I'm going to cut this one right here again. I'm going to make the same little floral arrangement, and we're going to put some glue on the back of this, hot glue. Make that go that way. This one is going to go this way, and try to keep them even up there. And then I have my little flower right here. All right, and then I have another little tag. It says "'Tis the Season." And I'm just going to round off that and take that little circle off. And I'm going to put it right behind, right there. Okay, and take your ribbon. And again, leave yourself enough room so that you have a good tail to tie it on a package and to a Christmas tree for an ornament. I use this to push this through. All right, and then we're going to make one little bow, and then we are done. So we have 2 tags made up. Isn't that cute? So pretty. I love Erica's dies. They make such beautiful things. All right, so we're going to make the bow to tie on the top. Tangled up there. All right, we're going to cut a little bit off of this one. All right, put a little hot glue on the back of it. And we're going to take it right up to the top and glue it over the hole. Just like that. And you have another darling ornament. And you have hardly any waste from making this because you used it to make 2 at one time. So you have one that looks like this and one that looks like this. And they're both cute, aren't they? All right, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned some things and that you get to make some of these cute rocking horse tags. So until next time, everyone, happy crafting. Enjoy your holidays. Bye-bye.